let's just move on. I'm on to week 2.
All right. Are we just gonna go for this league only? I do have a couple of just real quick rankings for TPR, or if you guys are feeling spicy, we could go into Juice Dynasty. What are you feeling? It is just about midnight right now.
I am ready for 7 hours of commercial-free football tomorrow.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yep. Excited. All right. So let's do this. I will. I just want to get. I've written down some power rankings and just the quick matchups.
Yeah, let's touch on them.
We can touch on those. Travis, this is our Dynasty League on Sleeper. It is a 10-team league. We have consolidated down from 12 from previous years. 10-team standard scoring, and I'll just go right into the preseason power rankings. So those of you that are in TPR, listen up. At number 1, I have Jordan's team, which is Scourge of Carpathia, not to be confused with Buddy's team in the redraft league. Jordan has he has a lot of risk at the running back position. He starts. He has Christian McCaffrey, Saquon, James Conner, which are just injuries waiting to happen. But I think he has the depth to recover from that, and his wide receiver core could be the best in the league. I don't know if it's my favorite, but it's definitely one of the best. He got hit bad by injuries last year to both Christian McCaffrey and Saquon. But man, I think this might be the year for him to take it if everything lines up. He is starting George Kittle in the tight end position, so Jordan, get him out of there. At number 2 on the DT's power rankings, I have Tim's team. No Dana, only Zool. I ranked when I was looking at these, the number 3 team, Ecto Hearses, Colin. I have you guys ranked super close. You have great starters and great depth. What I'm giving Tim the edge over Colin's team here, because Tim, just take it all in as I blow some smoke your way. I like what you're doing with taking a established contending team and kind of doing a under the radar rebuild in the midst of keeping your keeping your starters solid. So instead of having a contending window close, I do think that you're building up on the back end to be able to continue contending for years to come. So at number 3, I talked about him a little bit, is Ecto Hearses. This is Colin's team. He has a great starting lineup. Just to rapidly go through, he's got Russell Wilson at quarterback, Jonathan Taylor, Austin Eckler, Stephon Diggs, Tyreek Hill, CeeDee Lamb, Travis Kelce, and just other studs. So his starting lineup is the best, one of the best in the league. I think I like his wide receivers, his wide receiver core the best in the league. But on the depth side, I think that he could run into trouble if he has some injuries start to hit any of his positional players. So I don't know if there's quite the depth to withstand what could be injuries going. At number 4, I have our returning champion from 2021, Sean's Dickless Cowboys. He
Very
is
specific.
very specific. He is super solid at almost every position. It built to withstand injuries, bye weeks, and just the war of attrition that we associate with the fantasy season. There is one caveat to Sean's team, which is the quarterback position. He is starting Matt Ryan, and this week he has a very favorable matchup as he's going up against the Texans. But in Dynasty, his quarterbacks are Matt Ryan, Davis Mills, and Kyle Trask, and that is it. And so I think that keeps him out of the top 2 seeding. It's just something that I've learned the hard way, is that attending to quarterback is really important in Dynasty. So Sean, get some trades done.
Pay up.
Yeah, pay up.
Kyle Trash.
Okay, and at number 5, this is going to be a shocker. I am picking the Bushwhackers, Mike's team, Mike Hemker's team, Tim's brother. He's got Justin Herbert starting for him. Not the greatest running backs in Josh Jacobs and Clyde, but some studs at wide receiver in Debo, Mike Evans, McLaurin, and then what did I say about his team? He does need his RBs to outproduce their ADP, but if he makes the right lineup decisions, he has some guys on the bench that can kind of put a Band-Aid on his RB woes. And he's got guys like Christian Kirk and Gallup that could be really worthy flex players. So he could be something this year. So at number 6, I have Ben's team, More Than a Thielen. Ben is down pretty bad at the running back position. He's got his stud in Joe Mixon, but he's looking at Cam Akers, Damian Harris, and Tony Pollard. And Cam Akers is still in his starting slot. So Ben, buddy, you got to. Well, there's nothing to be good about it. Yeah, we can't do it now. But you know, if he also has Josh Allen. So when you have Josh Allen, do you really need a running back 2 position, because he plays quarterback and is an RB2 for your team as well. I think Ben's team will get a lot better when he promotes Olave from the taxi squad and helps to mask some of those problems at running back. At number 7, I have my team called Ready to Bereave You. I'm starting Jalen Hurts, Javonte Williams, Alvin Kamara, Deontay Johnson, Juju Smith-Schuster, Elijah Moore, and my 22 first pick, Drake London. So I've struggled at the quarterback position for years. I'm very, very happy with the QB upgrade. And I think that I've got a pretty good 1-2 punch at the running back position. But I really can't rank myself any higher than that. I've got running back issues past those first 2 guys. And unfortunately, my receivers are built for a PPR team much more than a standard scoring league. And I think, you know, I could be a fringe playoff team, but I am most likely going to go through another year in dynasty purgatory. At 8, I have Marty's team. Marty's team name is Dude, Where's Lamar? He does have Lamar Jackson. And notes about Marty's team. Actually, I'll go through his lineup first. He does have Lamar Jackson starting, Dalvin Cook and Antonio Gibson at running back, Wan'Dale Robinson, Chris Godwin, Tyler Lockett as his 3 wide receivers, tight end of Dawson Knox, and then flexing David Montgomery and Cordarrelle Patterson. I think that Lamar is going to ball out this year, and he's Dalvin Cook is very, very good, but I got some bad vibes coming from most of his starters in Gibson, Lockett, David Montgomery, and Cordarrelle Patterson. They're all in pretty murky situations and on not great offenses. Could lead to their dynasty value declining pretty rapidly. So Marty needs to get out his prayer rug and start praying to the fantasy gods that those murky situations have his players coming out on top. At number 9, I have Alex's team. Leave it to Lance. He is starting. Well, he's not starting Lance this week. He's starting Trevor Lawrence, but those are his 2 quarterbacks. At running back, he's got Darrell Henderson, Kenyon Drake, and he does have J.K. Dobbins, but obviously, and Ken Walker, but you can't start those guys this week. Good receivers in Jamar Chase, DJ Moore, Michael Thomas, and Zach Ertz at tight end with flex players right now, David Bell for Cleveland, and Pat Freiermuth, tight end for the Steelers. I think that he is. I like the direction that his team is going in. His rebuild has begun in earnest, and he's got a lot of young, exciting players ready to make a big NFL impact. Those 2 quarterbacks that he has could also rise to fantasy stardom during the season. I just don't see it coming together this year yet in terms of playing for the playoffs. Dobbins and Walker are both injured, and we'll probably see less usage, at least to start this year. Michael Thomas is another wild card. It's been a couple years since we've seen him on the field. So overall, I don't think he's putting it together for a successful season this year, but I do like the direction that Alex's team is heading in, which leaves us with the Keymaster, Jason's team, as the 10th best team in this league. Jason's team is starting Geno Smith at quarterback over Dak and Aaron Rodgers. He does have some nice young pieces in Kyle Pitts.
Feeling good about it.
Najee Harris and George Pickens. But clearly this man is positioning himself in the running for the
Bijan
101 in 2023. Just a general notice to all TPR players, trade away your 2023 picks to him at your own peril. He is stacking them, and like some kind of scaly, sinister reptile is ready to strike at next year's draft to load up on talent.
I currently have 4 first-round picks and 4 second-round picks in the 2023 draft.
Yep. So that is going to do it for the power rankings in TPR. I do have matchups for this week, but I feel like this is probably a good place to call it for the night and for our inaugural Bedtime Battle podcast. Guys, any last thoughts on the redraft matchups? How are you feeling about tomorrow?
I'm just preparing myself for everything will be different once the games have played.
Yes.
Yep.
All of the regrets. Maybe that's our segment next week. All of the regrets that we have.
All no regrets.
Right.
Bray Wyatt, don't watch, but you'll be happy with the total.
Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, next week we will fit in the Juicy J Dynasty League and talk about that league a little bit. But yeah, I think this went well. I'm happy to start this weird, wild journey of, Travis, you and Jason and I had previously started a Twitter to kind of called the Fantasy Advisors to help out other teams and give back a little bit to the fantasy community.
We got up close to 10,000 subscribers.
Not bad at all.
The start sit questions on Sunday morning is just
brutal. Yeah.
It is crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah, I feel good about producing stuff, content, I guess, instead of taking it all in. So thank you guys for making this happen. I think this is going to be fun to do, and I think for me it's also good to keep accountability of where my teams are at through the year, because I have a tendency, especially in TBR, to when things start going sideways, to focus less on that. But we'll always be focused on Juicy J redraft, as we talked earlier in the show. That is our that's the league. What did we call it? The League of Record.
Yeah,
that's the one.
That's
the one that everybody wants their name on the trophy. So we will be talking a lot about that, mixing in some Dynasty, and hopefully getting the nuts and bolts of this thing tightened up and keep producing some good content.
Crush your leagues.
Yeah, and click the subscribe button.
Thanks. That's right. Yep. All right, guys.
All right.
I think that's going to do it for week 1 of the 2022 season. And I don't have does anybody have a good line to go out on? Travis, looking at you.
Oh.
Get to bed.
Fantasy. It's fantasy. It's so real.
Get McAnus in your starting rosters.
That's right.
Gotta stack that anus.
Yes, stack the anus.
Sounds good. All right, guys.